to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my Pan That Palette or Pan Those Palettes update for you. I am working on two very upside down palettes. I have the one which is Fun Size, which is the PANtastic Ladies theme, and then of course we have Better Together, which is also through PANtastic Ladies, but it was created by Paula. Fun Size was created by Jackie Lootens. I'm going to have spreadsheets of everyone, links of everyone doing both of these projects listed down below. And if you want to get in on either one of them, it is not too late. You can just pick your palettes and have at it, because once a PANtastic Ladies project or theme is live, it is open to anyone and everyone that would like to join in, and we love to have people join in with us. And we understand that not everybody is on Facebook or even wants to be on Facebook, which I can totally respect. So anyway, these are year-long projects, Pan That Palette, and I am very excited because on my Fun Size, which is the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, I do have some really good progress. I'm going to show you a picture of where I was last month. And this is where I am right now. I will try to have comparisons on the screen for you, but I definitely have some changes. We are going to start at the top right here, this shade number 1. They do not have names. This is a new pan. I'm very, very excited. That was one of the goals that I had for the month, and I was able to hit pan on this. On to shade 2. I do not think I have used this at all since the last update. However, shade 3 I have used quite a bit, and that is also a brand new pan. So those were my two goals over the last month, was to hit pan on these two, and I have succeeded in doing that. I'm very excited, and even though this is not a favorite shade of mine, I was able to make it work, so very happy about that. All right, moving down here to shade 4, I have just used this a tiny little bit to deepen up the outer corners as well as to set eyeliner. So that is going to be very slow going, but it is a shade that I enjoy. Shade 5 here in the middle, I've got a tiny bit of progress on that one, but nothing major. This is something that I sometimes will use with my finger, which doesn't show a ton of progress, but I am using it. So, you know, even a little bit of progress is getting me in the right direction. Shade 6, that is one that I hit pan on last month, and I was very excited about that. I don't think I've used it since then, which is kind of crazy, but I was focused on these two up here, so it makes sense that I really didn't put a lot of effort into this one. Moving on to the bottom row. This is definitely my least favorite shade in here, and like I said before, this is probably going to get at least partially frankened. I do think I will have it eventually done by the finale, but it is not one that I want to use as is. It's not a bad shadow, it's just not a color that complements my skin tone, so I think if I can slightly franken it, it is going to be a more usable color for me. Moving on to shade 8, I definitely have a little bit more progress here. I have finished this corner over here, and I'm very happy about that, and I'm just slowly working my way down. I haven't decided if I'm going to work down or if I'm going to work across to get this other corner finished, but you know, I'm just going to keep working on that one. And then shade 9, this one here in this corner. Again, these are my two least favorite. Don't hate this one, I just don't love it. And I'm just going to play with that one. I have not decided what my goals are on this yet. I don't know if I should work to expand pans on ones that I already have, or should I attempt to try to hit pan on these, which I think is going to be very difficult because they're both still very full. Barely any dips in those, so I'm kind of leaning towards just trying to expand some pans without any official set goals on this one, but definitely show some visible expansion on pans. Okay, moving on to Better Together. I am working on the Marc Jacobs Fantasy palette, and as of the last update, I had one shadow finished, which I finished very early in the year. I'm going to show you where it was last month. And this is what she looks like right now. Not massive changes, but I am definitely making some progress. We'll start with this second shade here. It had side pan, and I have just slightly expanded the pan on this one. This is a shade that I absolutely love, and I feel like I really don't need to set a goal on this one because it is going to get done no matter what, because it is a very easy transition shade for me. Now this shade right here, shade 3, I was hoping to hit side pan on this, but I was not able to do it. I'm very, very close, but I am not quite there. So I'm going to set that goal again for this month to see if I can get that side pan. Moving on to the middle shade here. This is a shade that I'm not in love with because it's a satin. I generally am not a satin shadow kind of girl. I'm kind of like, if it's shimmer, I want it to be shimmery and I want it to be impactful. And if it's matte, I just want it to be matte. In between, I feel like it's too much to be a matte and it's not enough to be a shimmer. It just doesn't do a whole lot for me. I find that when I use this type of a shade, I need to put a topper on it, which I can do. I own plenty of toppers, but I just would like to have a shade that just does what I want it to do, but this is not it. So I'm just going to continue to work on it. I actually do have it on as a blush topper today, so I am just going to slowly work on that one, but it is not a priority for me. I do have this shade on my lids right now. I do have it under a Looksy shadow. This alone is very impactful. I really love the shade, but I just wanted something a little bit brighter today, which is why I put the topper on it. But I'm making a little bit of progress on this one. It is slow going for a shimmer because it is incredibly pigmented. So as long as I'm making some progress, I'm going to be very happy with that. Moving on to the next to last shade here. I use this quite frequently, but I don't have to use a lot. It is extremely pigmented. It is extremely dark. I have it on my outer V, and I also have it tapped over my eyeliner to set it, and that is primarily how I use it. So it is slow going, but it is going. So I am hoping to have side pan on this one by the next update. And the last one I think I've used once since the last update. It is not a priority to me. It will eventually get there. It is just not the right time for this one. So my goals on this one are going to be to hit side pan on shade 3 and shade 6. So that is everything for this update. I do feel very positive about my progress on both of these palettes. It is not amazing progress, and I understand that. I am working on a lot of stuff, but I feel like as long as I am making good, consistent progress, I will have these done by the end of the year, and that's really all that matters to me. And yes, I'm a little scratchy today. I'm not sure if it's allergies or what's going on, but you know, the show must go on. So yeah, I am very happy with these palettes. I am not worried at all about them, except for maybe the 2 shades in Huda that are not my favorite. But again, if I franken, I probably can get those done without too much problem. And I do have some ideas to franken both of those. I'm just not ready to do it just yet. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Definitely go check out our creators listed down below. All of the people that have joined into both of these really wonderful projects. And again, if you want to join in, we would love to have you on this crazy painting journey. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.